Aquarius, welcome to your mid-July love reading. Super excited to have you here with me today. If you are a new subscriber, major welcome to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a returning subscriber, big, huge hug and gratitude for you. Super excited to have you back as well. Today we're going to use Morgan Greer Tarot. You'll probably see some of my dogs making some filming entrances around here. Yeah, there's Seamus down there. And then Buster's on the bed. You'll probably see him jumping up and down. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards and we'll go through it here. And then later on, I'm going to be doing like an extended reading that goes into a little bit more depth and detail. I'll probably clarify too, or I'm going to say what I would like to clarify in the extended reading. So if you feel called to join me for that, the link is in the description down below. So let's jump right in. Okay. Also, you're not allowed to bark. No. No. No barking. If you... Oh, that just totally ruined my train of thought. You know what? We'll come back to it later. If it was super important, it will come back. Okay, anyway. Aquarius, love reading, mid-July. If you're gonna bark, I'm gonna kick you out, dude. Ooh. Okay, you know what, Aquarius? I'm seeing a third-party situation for you. And I'm seeing that there's going to be two people involved. And this exact scenario is going to depend on, specific people that are watching this video. Because remember, this is a generic reading. But there's definitely two women involved in this love scenario. Either you could be the woman with another woman involved, that are dating the same person. It could be two women dating each other. I'm not really getting that vibe as much. Or you could be dating two different women. It's mostly a love triangle is what I'm seeing, is that you could either be involved in the love triangle, like as the apex, as the point that is dating the two people, or you could be one of those two people. And again, it's going to depend on what resonates, because this is a general reading, right? We have two queens. We have both the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Rods. I'm trying to say wands and then rods at the same time. Rule. And we also have the Three of Pentacles. Anytime I get a number 3, especially if there's two like royal characters, royal suits, this really is a huge signifier for me that there's multiple people involved in a love situation, right? Okay. So Queen of Cups, this, can I pick it up? This is water sign. So this could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. This is an individual who's very in tune with their intuition, psychic gifts. They could be more on the emotional side, or they are just very expressive or emotive, right? Very water-esque kind of a feel. And then we have the Queen of Wands. And so this is a fire sign, right? Aries, Sagittarius, and I always have to have this list because otherwise I forget. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, okay? So this is someone who's charismatic, perhaps a little bit sexual. I mean, both of them could be, but one is more emotional than the other, The Wands is much more playful kind of an attitude, whereas the Cups is very deep, and they could be much more interested in like a serious relationship, basically, whereas the Wands is mostly just interested in having a good time, so to say. Now we have the Star, but it's in the reverse. And for me, this always means getting what you wished for, but not in the way that you would have thought it would have happened. Especially, this is super interesting that, you know, it's above the Three of Pentacles. So like I said, the 3, anytime I see a 3, it for me is always signifying of third party, like a love triangle thing. But the Three of Pentacles in particular is a card that is shown when people are specifically doing goal setting, when they're planning, when they're being very purposeful with their thoughts, word, and deeds. I mean, you could be working towards manifesting something in regards to career, money, material means, finances, anything like that, or even specifically with a relationship, right? You could be very specific about what it is that you want. Now, what's super interesting, actually I'm going to end with that at the end. So I'm going to move back over here to, so we've got, okay, we've got Justice in the reverse, right? And then we've got the Four of Swords. Now, this is kind of telling me that there's like some drama going around, because Justice in the reverse is telling me that things aren't going your way in terms of love. Maybe someone is either breaking up with you, or actually it kind of feels mostly like mental games, like someone's playing mind games with you. And for me, this is confirmed with the Four of Swords, because the swords, it represents the element of air. And so this is anything higher thinking, intellectuality, strategy, like statistics, numbers, that kind of a thing, right? So it makes me believe that there's mind games involved in this scenario. And, you know, someone is trying to control all of the pawns here. It could be you, it could be another person that is involved in this love triangle. And it's just not seeming to work out in your way, really, because if this were in the upright, I would be like, okay, maybe you're feeling more balanced and at peace with this situation, but I think more than anything, you're just feeling super frustrated with all parties involved. So that's why I was wanting to leave this for the end. In the end, we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So this I'm finding super interesting. Aquarius, I'm allowed to say this because I have my Venus in Aquarius. I know that you enjoy playing mental games, okay? I do this myself. When I'm in any kind of romantic relationship, it's just something that I enjoy. I enjoy like good mental banter, right? I enjoy witty conversation. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm playing mental games with people. So Aquarius, it could very likely be you that's kind of like the one that's being the puppeteer. And it could end up backfiring on you, because like I said, we've got the Four of Swords and it's ending in the Ace. If it were to end in like a 2 or a 3, then for me it would kind of signify that you would choose one, or you know, you would end up with one, or 3 would mean that the 3 of you would continue together. We do have this 3 here, but this is in a space for me that represents like subconscious, like your true intentions and all of this. And, you know, that's kind of why I'm saying that it feels like this is mind games that are backfiring on you, Aquarius. I gotta be honest. But you know what though? Like it's gonna work out for the better, because I feel like this is just a situation that needs to end. Because I really do think that all parties are frustrated. Because again, like one person wants that serious relationship, the other person just wants a good time. And it kind of feels like you want something in the middle, because why else would you keep both of them around, you know? So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards. I wanted this one. This guy jumped. Yeah. you really got to be careful here, because this could backfire on you. I don't know if the other two know about each other, or if, you know, if you are involved, if you're not at the apex, if you know about the other person. Okay, so we have shield. You need to protect yourself. You need to defend yourself, actually. And then we have tower, solid foundation, success with effort, okay? And then arrow, you are on the right path regardless, regarding some aspect of your life, okay? The success is gonna be with you getting out of this love triangle, because it's just really not doing anybody any good. And I feel like you need to just walk away from it, because even though if you are the one playing mind games, or if you are having, someone is playing games with you, there's really no end game. It's just kind of delaying quintessentially the inevitable, whatever that may mean to different people. And the inevitable is, you know, the games have to stop at some point, and clearly there is a underlying reason for wanting to play the games, whether it's, you know, a defense mechanism for not trying to let people in or too close, or if it's kind of like a weeding out method to determine like who's the best person to keep around. Like eventually these things have to end. The path has to eventually end. And for me, it's feeling like it's gonna end with you moving on a path on your own and focusing on your career, focusing on, again, like creating foundation and success for yourself, because it really does feel like you kind of want something in the middle. This Queen of Cups character feels like, yes, they do want a serious relationship, but I just don't think that they're speaking the same love language that you are. It doesn't mean that they're wrong or crazy or anything. It just means that they aren't compatible. And then the Queen of Wands, essentially along the same lines, but just not along the right path for you as well. So let's finish it up with, let's do Work Your Light, Oracle. All right. Yep. You need to get out of this game because it's not doing you any real benefit other than keeping you occupied for the time being. But this isn't something that's going to last for the rest of your life. Like it doesn't, it's not enough. I mean, and I'm hoping that you're gonna understand what I'm talking about when I say this. Like there's something more out there for you, and I think that that's what you're feeling. Yeah. And it makes sense with these. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Okay, so it's like this inner call for some kind of change or some kind of expansion, something beyond just this, because I have a feeling too, Aquarius, that this isn't the first time that you've been involved in a love triangle, whether you were at the apex, whether you were in control of the situation or unaware. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to be? So what need is this love triangle fulfilling for you, and what's missing, and how do you go searching for that? And this is the kicker, right? You're already doing it. You know, you're already on the right path. You're already moving in a direction and in a trajectory that is leading you, you know, towards your goals. And it just really feels like you're just bored. But also overthinking, because, okay, again, it's saying stop overthinking, keep facing true north. Aquarius, get out of your head. Because it's as if there's like concern over moving towards the direction of where you really want to go. It's like there's fear about that. And then the love triangle is the distraction to the real path, the real movement, which is this career. So I think that this is something I'm going to want to look deeper in the extended reading, Aquarius, is what is this true calling? What is this path, this career path, and why is it something that you're feeling so fearful of? How to release that fear, okay? So if you feel called to join me for the extended reading, feel free to do so. Again, the link is in the description down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today, Aquarius. I will see you in the next video. Take care.